I'm sure you've seen the recent AI videos from Google Veo 3 by now. They were released a couple of weeks ago and people couldn't stop talking about them. Some of them look so real that it's hard to believe they're not actual scenes from a real movie. We're talking full on cinematic quality with synced audio,
Wonder how long we have to go.
Yeah. This isn't a real plane, Bob.
all generated by AI. It's crazy. My first reaction was I was blown away. I thought I was pretty good at spotting AI video, and in this case, I was trying to find the parts that clearly looked AI generated, and I just couldn't. And that's got a lot of actors and filmmakers freaking out. The big question now is, will AI take all of our jobs? That's exactly what I want to talk about today. What's up, my fellow actors? Welcome to the Acting Career Center, here to help you learn the skills you need to break into the film and television industry. My name is Kurt Yu. Thank you so much for spending some time here with me today. If this is your first time here, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any future videos. And if you've been watching for a while now, but you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? It really helps out the channel and it costs you nothing. So go ahead and click that button. I appreciate it. All right, now let's talk about AI. I've seen a lot of actors online talking in full doom and gloom mode. And to be honest, I was thinking the same thing at first. I mean, when you first watch those AI generated videos, it does look really impressive and it feels like a threat. But then I started thinking about it some more. I was talking to some people about it. I took a step back and I did some research, and I've basically talked myself off the ledge, at least for now. So here's my take. I do think people will be watching AI generated entertainment content in the future. I mean, it's already happening in small ways, and that is only going to grow. But I don't think that this signals the death of actors and filmmakers completely. I think AI generated content is going to disrupt our industry the same way YouTube did, and then streaming services did, and then TikTok did. It's not the end of human made movies and TV shows. It's the beginning of another form of media that's going to be out there and competing for audiences' attention. Think about when YouTube first came out. Suddenly, everyone could make a show from their bedroom with just a camera and an internet connection. And yeah, it completely changed the media landscape, but YouTube channels didn't replace traditional television or movies. They became their own thing. They created a new category of content with their own audience and their own ecosystem. And then came streaming services. When Netflix first started producing original content, people were saying, well, this is going to be the end of movie theaters. But guess what? People still go to the movies. And when TikTok exploded, some said it would kill YouTube. And both platforms are thriving today. So, what happens again and again is that new forms of media emerge, but they don't erase the old ones. They just give people more options. And I think AI generated content will follow that same pattern. Yes, there will be an audience for it. Yes, it will be cheaper and faster to produce in most cases. But at the same time, I believe that there will always be movies made with real actors and real crews by real filmmakers because there will be an audience that values that experience. Just like people still go to movie theaters, even though they can watch almost anything from home now. Just like people still pay for Netflix, even though YouTube has endless content for free. And yes, people still go to live theater, even though we've had movies for over 100 years. So these different formats of entertainment can coexist, and they don't necessarily cancel each other out. And even as we watch AI content make these huge strides, like what Google just produced with VO3, there are still some pretty big roadblocks when it comes to a Hollywood studio using AI to generate a full feature film. First of all, in the US, AI generated content isn't eligible for copyright protection. That means if a studio spends millions making an AI movie, someone could just download it and repost it and face no legal consequences. So that's a big reason why studios aren't making full blown AI films, at least not yet. And copyright isn't just a legal technicality. It is the backbone of how this industry makes money. If studios can't protect what they create, then they can't license it, and then they can't sell it, and then they can't stop someone from reposting it for free. That creates a huge financial risk. And at the end of the day, this is show business. It's about making money. And if they can't make money off of an AI product, then they're less likely to actually create that product. And this isn't just a US thing either. Countries all over the world are weighing in on AI in media. The European Union just passed the AI Act, which puts some of the first real rules in place around how AI generated content can be used. And over in South Korea, the government is actually investing in ethical AI while also pushing for protections for creative workers. So this quickly becomes a global conversation, and more countries put their own rules in place, it's going to get a lot more complicated for studios trying to mass produce AI content across all of these international markets. Also, remember the 2023 SAG-AFTRA and WGA strikes? I'm sure some of us are still feeling it right now, but a huge part of that was about AI, how it's used, how actors' likenesses might be replicated, and whether writers would be replaced. This isn't just an online debate, it's something unions are actively fighting to define. So as long as that fight continues on and unions still have a say, creating a movie with AI generated actors or AI written scripts becomes very, very complicated from a legal standpoint. And there's another side of this that we can't ignore. It's the human labor rights perspective. While it's easy to focus on how AI might affect lead actors and big name filmmakers, the truth is that the first people to feel the impact are those with the least power in the industry: background actors, day players, entry level crew members, and post production workers. We've all seen studios experimenting with AI generated extras, scanning background actors to create digital doubles that they can use without ongoing compensation. These are jobs that many working class people rely on, and they're the most vulnerable to being replaced. That's why it's so important that unions and artists continue to fight for these clear protections and for fair compensation as this AI technology continues to evolve. Plus, optics matter. It's a corporate term, but these are corporations. Public opinion does matter. Remember in 2024, Coca-Cola released an AI generated commercial, and the internet absolutely roasted them for it. It was not a good look. People flooded social media with criticism, calling it soulless and tone deaf. The backlash was so intense that Coca-Cola actually had to issue a public statement in response. So, yeah, they clearly didn't read the room, and they definitely took a bit of a PR hit at the time. And it wasn't just Coca-Cola either. Remember when Warner Brothers used AI generated extras in a movie trailer and then fans called it creepy? People care about that. Even casual moviegoers can tell when something just feels off. That emotional connection between humans matters. So even if AI generated videos look technically impressive, it can often feel kind of hollow. That's what audiences are responding to, and that's why that backlash happens. Companies know this. They don't want to be seen as replacing artists with machines just to save a buck. So if public opinion continues to lean towards real human made art, the smartest companies will listen because that's where the trust, the loyalty, and the long term success will come from. So here's the bottom line from my perspective: AI generated content is going to grow, it's going to be disruptive. But just like streaming services didn't kill theaters, AI isn't going to kill acting or filmmaking. It's going to carve out its own space in the industry. But I see it coexisting with traditional movies and TV shows as an additional format of entertainment. Plus, AI still has practical limits. It continues to face legal challenges and public backlash. And most importantly, there will always be an audience that craves the emotional truth that only real human beings can bring. AI content will be cheaper. And for some audiences, that will be good enough. But there will always be an audience that values human creativity. I don't know exactly how all of this will unfold. Nobody does. But if I look at how people have responded to change in the past, this is the scenario that makes the most sense to me, logically speaking. So No, I don't think AI is going to end up taking all of our jobs, but I do think it will make the entertainment landscape much more competitive. That's just my theory. But in the meantime, as we wait to see how all of this plays out, what can we do? If AI can start to do what we do, what makes us valuable as artists? Well, that's where you dig a little bit deeper and you remember that no one else has lived your life or had your experiences or sees the world through your eyes. And that's what makes your work irreplaceable. What can we do? We can keep getting better at what AI can't do. Bring our humanity, make those bold choices, work on your storytelling instincts. No algorithm can replicate a lived human experience. That is your power as a creative human being. So now I want to hear from you. What do you think? Are you feeling hopeful? Are you feeling nervous? Maybe both. Drop a comment down below and let's talk about it. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up. And until next time, keep practicing, keep learning, and I hope to see you on set one day.